Australian Touring Car Championship from Calder Park. Russell Engel now up on the front row with Craig Lowndes. Let's see if he can beat him off the line. Engines right against the rev limiters, power down, and Russell Engel has got an absolute flyer. He might be able to lead, covers across to take his territory, and he has got a blinder off the line to lead Lowndes into turn one.
Wow, what a start by Russell Engel. Had to happen sooner or later. Lowndes has had some blinder starts. He had to put a foot wrong. Oh, he didn't put a foot wrong. It was Russell Engel who made the brilliant start.
Field pushing their way through this tight section out of Repco, up to turn 2, through turn 3 and up over the rise for the first time. And it's Engel in command for the first time in the Shell Championship, with Craig Lowndes breathing down his neck. First of the Shell Fords in third as they head up the back straight, building up to 200 kilometres an hour and braking very hard. Look at Lowndes getting all out of shape under brakes. Very, very close. A couple of little taps on Engel to tell him he's there. I don't think Russell needs reminding. Lowndes getting very hot under the collar on this opening lap. He wants that big break on cold tyres that he always seems to build, but now he's stuck back in the pack with John Bowe right behind him.
Engel still clinging to the lead, managing to hold off Lowndes at this point. John Bowe holding down third position ahead of Larry Perkins, then Tony Longhurst, and rounding up the 10 we've got Gardner, Johnson and Brock in 7th and 8th positions. We have a look at that. Then Mark Scaife and Faulkner.
Look at that. Johnson, Dunlop race cam shows you side by side, but Brock's got a good line into Repco. He'll take up the position. See him trying to squeeze his way around before, but look at the pressure being applied here. Russell Engel doing a great job in the Castrol. Car number 8, just ahead of Craig Lowndes in second position. John Bowe in third.
Glenn Seaton started rear of the grid, has already passed a half dozen in 14th spot.
So Seaton on a charge from the back of the grid, as we've seen a number of times this year. Not having the best of starts in the first heat, but fighting his way back through the pack. He's got a lot of work to get up to this bunch. Very close, bumper to bumper, door-to-door racing from the 5-litre cars. Heat 2, round 6 of the Shell Australian Touring Car Championship. Little gap back to Perkins there in 4th. We take race cam. Front spoiler of the Castrol Commodore, who's Larry Perkins locked in this battle. This terrific scrap, 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th positions. And you're getting a ground view. See, tries a run on the outside of John Bowe. Hard under brakes. You can see the flames belching from the exhaust of the HRT Commodore in front of him. Very, very close to John Bowe. Getting plenty physical through this tight part of the circuit. Swing hard into turn 2, back through turn 3. Then it's hard on the power once again as they come over the rise. Car getting a little bit light.
Well, you get an eyeful from this shot, not only John Bowe ahead of... Oh, look at this. Goodness gracious me. Paul Romano.
Steve Reed.
And Steve Reed. How did they get nose to nose?
Well, it must have been a big moment down there. Braking from very high speed.
And Larry Perkins, I understand, has also had a spin. So, by gee, the action's happening thick and fast here in the second heat.
Let's have a look at this again. This is from the front spoiler. Pow! So, trying to run around the outside of Bowe. Didn't come off. Contact between the two cars. Big cloud of tyre smoke. Perkins loses a lot of positions.
There's a Lansvale car. Fair bit of damage to the front of that.
Steve Reed.
Steve Reed.
Well, Larry was bemoaning the fact that their new Dunlops had only arrived from Japan on Wednesday. They'd had no time to test the batch of tyres, but they're working all right for Russell Engel.
Yeah, it's been a big fight back for Dunlop after that disaster. Kobe last year. But they're making a lot of headway here. Look at Lowndes. Big fistful of opposite lock. Hard under brakes. It gets right up behind the Castrol Commodore. Getting a little bit ragged on that run onto the straight. That'll affect his terminal speed. But plenty of grunt.
John Bowe driving hard too, trying to get back up onto the tail of this pair, having lost some ground in that tangle with Larry Perkins.
We take Seeger Holden race cam with Mark Scaife.
Stephen Richards in front of him.
Look at that, he ducks out of the draft, down the outside, hard under brakes from Repco corner. You can see how busy Scaife is there. Hanging onto the wheel, sucks in behind. Not able to do anything around the outside of the Valvoline Cummins Commodore that time around, so Scaife's found himself right back in these flying privateers, currently in 11th position, just outside of the top 10, with Richards, Ellery and Faulkner, the 3 privateers up ahead of him. So he's having a hard day at the office. Look at this. Talk about hard days at the office. Russell Engel is earning his keep here every lap of the race. Maximum pressure from Craig Lowndes, and there's the pack leader Ford, Paul Romano. We saw him tangled up in that accident at Repco corner last time around with the Lansvale Smash Repairs car. Plenty of steam coming out of the bonnet, plenty of battle damage.
Half distance in this 20-lapper, and on the Shell race score, Russell Engel still holds the lead from Craig Lowndes. John Bowe in 3rd spot. Rocky's moved up to 4th, and Tony Longhurst in 5th position. has withstood every challenge from Craig Lowndes thus far, more than half distance gone in this Heat 2 Round 6, the Shell Australian Touring Car Championship from Calder. And still, Lowndes serving it up to him down the main straight, pulls out wide, pulls up level with him as they go down to Repco corner, but under brakes, Ingle, oh, gee, just holding him out on the outside still. Now Lowndes tries to pull in his nose underneath, but no chance there. Ingle holding on still, bouncing off the curbs.
Very difficult spot to be under pressure. Look at Bow now. He's fallen back into the clutches. John Bow and Tony Longhurst creating the sandwich there for Peter Brock. Really have closed the gap.
And Brock's really attacking Bow at this stage, which is actually
look at this in front.
Oh.
Craig Lowndes trying to go around the outside. But Lowndes has been left high and dry.
And so was Brock.
So was Brock. So two HRT cars attacking at exactly the same time.
That's given Russell Ingle a breather, which he needed.
Which he won't have for long.